Ken ma mensha asem free Yaya Toure nkomodi a wakodi kakra. Na ene Yaya Toure ekodi nkomo na nkomo Yaya Toure ekodi ye no. Ana o say ono Yaya Toure na Premier League no wabubi pen. A o ye midfielder nipa dodo na agi ni tum se wonso besi akan no. Obo ne homode won finfin ho no. Player ba kwa so far we impress ne pa ne modern bo aso nani e ono Yaya Toure no. Chelsea midfielder Abrante friend say Caicedo. Enti se wo check Premier League aye ba ono Yaya Toure no player na ni gi ne ho a ne performance aso no Yaya Toure ani no Chelsea player Abrante friend say Caicedo. And asama Yaya Toure aka ne ken me ne Yaya Toure adwen more than 100%. Obi a o hwe football onye bias or the facts and figures ebe kasa obeye critical analysis. Na wahwe ball no wahwe ni yie pa no one Yaya Toure be ya adwen because ball na ye bo ni sese no akra na ye friend say Caicedo no from Brighton e ba be si Chelsea no akra na timi develop ama sese ye ka midfielders omo ye ade e wo Europe midfielders omo ye ade e wo world football at large me nya sure say obi be ball be yi Caicedo dim e de free enti se ne obeti se we e bo Caicedo din abonaba so obi ebo Caicedo abaso a it show the kind of performance a Caicedo e de emaye and ken me no mienu ni obi o hwe football bi anim say Caicedo ayenim no ne talent ne quality de untimi in question obi ahwe Chelsea ball obi ahwe Caicedo enye me na me betena ha sei aka Caicedo ha wo fa so esi akan se odi no kra ka se ma ken Caicedo ne de ball no onimbo so the major question was obusa ho ne ye say edi enti na say Caicedo ne modern mo apagya akosoro saa di enti na say Caicedo obi ebo ne din wo wiase afa na nyina say ye pemi foda ba kwa wetimi watch me a performance awosoro a ye Caicedo enkin to me ade a aboa Caicedo ama ne ball no apagya pa no ye nyoma mienu the level of improvement e wo Caicedo football ye ka level of improvement a comprehensive development of a player across every aspect of the game. And to say ne Caicedo no si akan every aspect of the game se Caicedo etimi improve. And to say Chelsea si akan na Caicedo ejina go pramane so a the technical skills of Caicedo ye hu improvement. And to ne Caicedo jibo ni control class asesa ni shooting ability asesa. And to na say wo se Caicedo hye go a hwe ba bia ye ogina ene kwan ofa so shooti. And to ni shooting ability mpokra no say wetimi improve no. Ne passes in Pokranetimia improve. That's the reason why baby ayabo Premier League na bedu assistance now. Ono Caicedo etimia ma 633 passes. Emu 91% completed. And to say what take Caicedo say ne technical skills improvement aba. Ne physical condition yehu improvement. Ne stamina level one will say improve. The intensity a Caicedo di be game aseno eno ano di be wie. Chelsea timisi akan now we say players no more stamina intensity na drop it by Caicedo the end drop it so we check speed and agility I just a physical condition wetimi improve ni game intelligence and understanding etimi improve so the first thing ene Caicedo ama ne ball ne kosoro pa no how Caicedo ken wetimi improve as a player every aspect of the game wetimi improve the second thing the consistency level so o pese we ase ji utum se wonim ball ba adie ba ko ehia pa ne ye say time bia no performance no ubetima to aso saa enye se obema good performance ene ade bechi na wa drop it ade bechi no apagya eye san kofo nya wo mugidie by say wo check Chelsea bobo konim na wo pe player ba ko a in terms of consistency level e wosora Abrante fence Caicedo maybe throughout the season ontimi perform at the same rate by majority of games a Caicedo be si akan no unsa Abrante ne time bia no or ma ni a performance and to say ne Yaya Toure essay player wetimi impress no and the modern boss so ani e wo Chelsea bobo konim and na Premier League obeyi Abrante fence Caicedo a me ne Yaya Toure ya dream because ken as it stands now one of the most improved midfielders e world football Abrante fence Caicedo dia kan ye se obeji nkru wa kese no se league or GB Champions League or GB na se pija Caicedo level no e dia akọ different level Yaya Toure spot on one of the most improved players Europe and world football Abrante fence Caicedo se wo kopie mo Bayern fo ani age because omo key player ba ko Musiala Yebo FIFA Club World Cup and Oko Pride game against PSG. Na eni je se me wo Bayern nyina na ye say. Day to mo de ma brantie friend say eye Musiala no. Omo se omo hwe rate or recover na. Obetima bantam pokra no ahead of day to mo decide say Musiala ebeba. Enti omo hwe ani ma akọ by December mu hodie no date ni pokra beba nanim. Aye ani gisem edi ma brantie friend say Musiala ana Bayern bo boku no. This season Bayern for target ni ye say. Omo begu so dominate Germany. No masaba Europe aba dominate Europe. And so metima ye sadie na e wo so munye omu key players ni na so be available for selection. And so what kwan ya Bayern for ase this season out of almost 17 games from abo in all competition. Oma win 16 a draw 1. As 58 goals. A true team was ye this season. Bayern boboku no. Back obi bi o hwe Bayern bia begia to mu say ye ka key player back wo Bayern setup say oye fully fit na or form na or mad fitness or add a lot to Bayern setup Musiala eka ho bi and so Musiala esi akan dia ma Bayern about the final third na on the creative hub edema team friend say Bayern creative hub in a sense say Bayern attack here ono na time bia no dictate a game ni de ma Bayern our the final third on the main orchestra edema Bayern our the final third. That's the reason why I call Bayern na yesi Musiala and the creative hub edema Bayern boboku no enti say ne abrantie friend say Musiala say returning from injury na obegeni mark fitness no asaba benya ne form unim so be ade a lot to Bayern setup no already check the form and the performance of Hurricane check abrantie friend say Michael Olise form and the performance Luis Diaz form and the performance so ken Musiala mpo cry out no twe Bayern attack kwan afa so aye sharp e kwan o mo fa so she goals so imagine say upon sa form Hurricane mu nyina wo na Musiala ba be ka setup nim na unya Hurricane say operate as the main number 9 na wanya Michael Olise operate on the right wing na wanya Luis Diaz operate on the left wing na wanya Jamal Musiala o say gina Hurricane echi a imagine Bayern team no how o attack ne be ye sharp o mo bench e be say ready because they say na Musiala ni ho no company use Serginabri as the number 10. And to say Musiala say return no abeje number 10 position na Serginabri mpokra say free bench e ba unim say o say be ade a lot so Musiala na o say Banikin or say be ade a lot to Bayern setup no say teams ni be share Bayern na Musiala wom no won form a unim say o ko share team a on ability to create and score no e be sa akosoro after Barcelona wi o mo training no ana Hansi Flick di nkomo kakra o mo busan the condition of Pedri ana Hansi Flick say eye no kre aka kakra bi o mo twen medical green light ne say Pedri betimi aba be ka the main squad no ho no ma ye training na o mo training nyina no Pedri a recover very well o mo training nyina no o mo mpre o mo ho enka se chenchina Pedri embeka team no ho be ye training no mbesi akan but mo twen se Pedri e be ye 100% fit ansa no metimi involve no e wo games mu ana eye team training no by assistance now abrante fen se Pedri ene ono nko na ye ni training a wan koka group no ho enti omo twen so be 100% fit and utie asema Hansi Flick kan ya eye ne kwan so apepepe because Pedri one player ken e predi ni nyache Barcelona for abre ana ometimi ama recently Pedri etimi stay fit wetimi abo more minutes enti se Pedri asa akopra na o se be recover ye mpre ye ho emfa Pedri nsamba mbesi akan because time be na was prioritizing long term development and as a long term fitness ahead of or short term the obenya enti Barca for say omo mpre omo ho kra so be use Pedri I just why 100% fit na medical team na ma green light ken Hansi Flick e ba ye no player ba ko a wenya more minutes abo under Hansi Flick e Pedri before say Pedri ba be pra no na Hansi Flick abo 73 games Pedri nko abo mu 72 emu ba ko pena na wa mese sa 72 games no e 5745 minutes ana na wabo enti e chese na Barcelona ye adwuma ye e wo Pedri fitness ne so enti se Pedri say ba me ye Barcelona ni abesi cross because Hansi Flick ne tactical setup no the key coordinator e wo Barcelona positional play ana central control no e abrante fen say Pedri Frankie de Jong wo ho by the reason why I say Pedri ana ye the key coordinator ana on the central control ne ye say among Barcelona midfielders ni nyina no Pedri netimi combine the three key movements and the dominating in football ye bono ye can movement in football as a player ye key three key movements the first key movement skill based movements and your tactical movements and your foundational movements. Pedri is the only player of Barcelona or combining foundational movements, tactical movements, and a skill based movements, and they dominated the central midfield area. And it's all your Barcelona coach. Now we play your use the movement and the dominating fin say ba ubesi cross. Okay. But the good thing is say Barcelona for say omo mpre omo ho. And this Abrantes I 100% fit. Oma targeted Barcelona against Chelsea. Na Pedri ba be see akanti betre Frankie de Jong, Abrantes friend is Fermin Lopez, then Oba Benya Pedri against Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo.
Okay. So Pedri yebehwe no. So ko share Chelsea for na ene yebehu. Ana yetimi fe no assess no.
Onye fit.
Onye fit. And the man in Stamford Bridge.
Obebo kakra but onye fit.
Say sao you are normally you be afim. We pray now onye fit. Sa.
Na so mobo Pedri bobo achi.
Me hwe on Chelsea. And na me be.
Me pa so nya botre bobo achi.
Madrid and man hu ne ye. Mama Nsama another big game back on na me fa.
Yes, you will not be fair to him. O share former Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, mo ewa. What you say? How sharp they are now.
No,
but the context of the conversation is that he's been out for a while. Or mobile. He said the first game now they ebe judge the performance. You will not be fair to him. What you say? You fan say Kopama. Nyame domina say no one turn. Na obebo sa game ni bia. I cannot sit here and say Kopama we who's into onyade. That way say you not be fair to the player. What ideally kebenya in Chelsea Chelsea the midfielder. In Caicedo. Of course. Oh, for a fairness there, Juma.
For example, we have a CCR.
Dear here, what are you? Oh, there is something like that.
Fairness.
Are there if I want
what it was?
That's a big crazy. Medasikin. Lewandowski issue Abba from Enra. This Polish journalist Sebastian watched a book afa Lewandowski ho. Na information na ewo book no making kan bia fine. Na no kwaseme wo mne se nsam ne bia ewo book no mu no. Bebre na ye damning, bebre na so ye enema ne bi wo ho a me feel say na ni hu kwan se epie, but interestingly epie wo book no mu. Inti atwetwe nkofo aso kakra anopa na making kan bi ba ko say yi omukọ match day bi na se bi omukọ didi a enam agu aduane no so no na isa Lewandowski went to ask the chef na say sikeni ho. I mean
and your team ben
basa
Lewandowski asema o kan no na no hye
nsam ni bi wo ho a
se ba se nyes kan mo aduane ni
se enam nusa
na se nam nusa je se aduane na nye
also koye complaints a chef na say ena
sikeni ho mo de beto aduane ma nkora na di Barcelona
in some way book we mu no de
Lewandowski ana bi ge nyes ano kai nyes ano tre
me ba cho
ana me na makasi na ye de aduane ma na se nam nusa na ko bi sa na sikeni wa o ma me de aduane si wo ko ye o se nam sa o sikeni bi anyway de to na ma anyway aduane no
e de munye
se enam ne boy say
ya ma wa aduane no
okay Hwɛ
sa ba sa nkura na kom Lewandowski ana ko kansa
hwɛ book no omo draw book no as soon as possible na Sebastian no minya no one me pese bi bisa no say why na ke kansa ansam na Lewandowski na ke ka kire no ana say
obi tro ho book a enya wo na be man information one of the information be man ono ana de catch
in some ni bia no ohye na one of the conversation about Bontin say 2023 Barcelona ne Bayern Munich for agree contracts e hyemu say Lewandowski share 25 league goals wa e was say Barcelona could to 2.2 million euros edema Bayern Munich Lewandowski share 23 goals na aka 2 games na yiwie. What should the rate at which ana Lewandowski she goes no a no say obehye a hit sa 25 no Until Lewandowski said 25, I was about to coach 2.2 million euros at the cover by Munchen. According to the book, some penny for the friend Lewandowski said, Cratchy, go in YGV, one Benzema, Benzema, Cranabemubu. Into make sure, say, we shall go bill. Say, no cress, no cress, Pampa Lewandowski, na washe go against Espanyol, or 2 goals as at match day 34. Against Ross of Yadad, or go against Valladolid, or go. Sa some no catch Lewandowski, ni say, no cress, Pampa. Against Mallorca, against Celta Vigo, last 2 games, Lewandowski and Shego Amabas and Gutuis can farmer by Munchen. See, and some number say, nature say a year deliberate. And a book near alleged against Barcelona. It's a Barcelona just say, rather Barcelona is save 2.2 million euros because Lewandowski share go no one. Because so good to escape by Munchen. In some way, Etabapa na me makase football clubs no. We need to understand say omo a business entity so. Senya wutie me abia wo dum wo circle wo run o shop wo baby. You want to gain profits. Football clubs, they are also business entities. Sometimes omo take a decision a bebo mankasa. Clubs, they are selfish. You need to understand that. I'll give you one example. Antoine Griezmann. 2019 Abasa Kofano. Sasikano Mutia de Basa 120 million euros for Antoine Griezmann. Oba Basa Anfa. Unim deal ekoye. Barcelona loaned him back to Atletico Madrid. And on a deal said 2 years kobo loan. Name cross hegemonie. 50% of Atletico Madrid games. Say Antoine Griezmann ebo na sa games ni na about more than 45 minutes. It was say right after the loan deal see a year Atletico Madrid mumbe to Barcelona 40 million euros. Tio. Sanka some bien ho Atletico Madrid what ton akodana ji 120 million. Barca the number loan. Cobra never to 40 million euros. Win the Atletico Madrid for a first season. Obo boni second season. What Caicedo now tire stories say? Yo Antoine Griezmann afi omo bo bioma Atletico Madrid obeba no office bench aba no office bench aba Atletico Madrid for ne yeah sa cross of just 50% no omontua deliberately they did not do that. Inti we loan deal you know Antoine Griezmann had to return to Barcelona okoina the same Atletico Madrid sanso call Barca waka say yenye renegotiations ade what one dia dey am 120 million. Me the ashem say the boy no nko bremi 40 million and let's come and say 40 million kra ontua because clause no said am ne pa ho owie no ne Barcelona kwa negotiations on otua 20 million on clubs are just like that. Miami, Manchester City, Kuzanov story about Mountain say so what 10 games I was a City comma lengths of 45 million. Say a yen no cre say yen no cre akwane ball 9 games obi enim de see ye Kuzanova obat Manchester City within a short period obeboa City na fe na boy ni bobo ni bio beboa obo 9 games baako omo bueno City fan kotia. So these stories it comes up hwe Abola for 2 years ago our Portugal. You remember the story they did about Darwin Núñez? Said Darwin Núñez so now was say about 60 games at the Liverpool. Liverpool coach here 5 million dima Benfica. They say maso. These stories it normally comes up. Say a bar na clubs na ba be deny. But miraculously, obon say afa place no mo bo ni biu. Me feel say clubs dey omo selfish pa. Say drum pempen so bi no feel say ebia 1 game, ebia 1 goal. Ebetinye save no sika onye. They will tell the coach master catch him. Either say play no we pra na so make catch say coach ni hu bibi. Because I remember the Antoine Griezmann conversation. Diego Simeone kept on lamenting and said, "Oh no, dear, konyaya." Ika Griezmann bebo, but that time no. Your boss 60 minutes a pet na fin Antoine Griezmann aba sa wintia. It's Lewandowski situation, no, Ken. Bassam Ben confirming story, no. But way back 2 years ago, Assembly seems to prepare because the last 2 games, Lewandowski did not score the goals. Interest Lewandowski, he kept on scoring. One shot goals in the and he able to do this level. Me sure said the next thing you say, send here, one ready ya sell company player on town man. Clubs no obiye bi omu nyina atum komo no ase. Inti say oh yeah, now the clauses is shemwa. Appearance no de Saudi appearance be shima chese player no ye player the club cannot drop him. But so a player obetimi rotating ni kakra master forget it. Ombe wiawo. Ken. Ya mon komo kakra. Matsi the Ian Wright's emotional statement. Na nkomo bi say no media na me uncomfortable but some way Ken Ian Wright is saying say be Jude Bellingham or any patun 20 na omoye ni sa na wa realize ye we say ye nuan ma tuntum for no say abrofo ne be pe wasam a media for ne be pe wasam a chisa wokotokoto omo te say de ngolo konto yi ne yeso no so ngolo ni nyina ne say obre ne ho ase e de ma omo o hia omo okotokoto omo saa no mususu se bi uye nipa tuntum e wo se wo ye na mom ye nuanum nipa tuntum fo no a omo bo ball ade bia omo pagya omo abeti agi omo di no de bia ye begina wo so ye mpe wasam e no de Jude Bellingham de na example say and now no England e ball Jude why born e ben aye be yes story tell say omo kan say Jude Bellingham wan celebrate goal Jude Bellingham opie free mu no na wa hyada asa ne buafu but the video evidence showed say e yentro and no mutwedu Jude Bellingham so and then you're right and then no two a dividing opinion e wo England sisi obi e ka wasem na mam so me fama ntum bi kakra ken he media misisu racism dem say e begja e fi wiase na nyina e fi wiase ko menye sure and I will vehemently disagree say ye nuane mom wo UK for no mo years they are not too eye nipa ne mu bi kakra bi titru awo media space ni mu na yesa majority de mi jo yase ye nuanom dodo na wa UK no omo nye sa o but there are few ones among them until I will not by sitting on radio and television and say nipa ketwa bi na yes and represents the entire country
utia right here we are not journalists in central for no commerce
okay SSC bebre
so wabobo no bi da
yeah
and akrumo no te
SSC bebre o Raheem Sterling okoye tattoo odi tuo na na no se no mesi di na tem meanwhile Raheem Sterling say tuo no de tuo na na no
Saka say penalty
waka Saka ngwa sa Euro 2020 no Saka say no Jadon Sancho Rashford hwede omo de ye omo
no more refer say Hurricane say tia France mo free mo
omo kasa SSC bebre I remember very well Tosin Adarabia yo time na Manchester City auto fie de ne maame e de maame 2 million oh Tosin Adarabia yo obi a headline I'm say Tosin na omo bo ni bi wo je 25,000 pounds a week akoto fie de amane maame they were questioning him and Drew afene ending October mu baby sa year na and a few folding at all the same similar house at the man maame 2 million no mu hele no akoda kitikiti a wadwen ne maame ho a watofi. There are series of examples to show off. Sebi kid Jack Grealish is a munu away do England the last 2 years. Jing sana camera dano so ken Sir Jack Grealish me kana me dia kensi asem so say you Sterling ne da sa asuban ne dia nkana race ni beko sen. Won't say in a way to defend Jack Grealish, you know what they did? Oh, Pep Guardiola now say Jack Grealish bobo. Jack Grealish no onim bobo. Pep Guardiola style no and the ANC to Jack Grealish now Pep Guardiola SA wingers forgetting say one of the best wing plays in the history of Premiership. Pep Guardiola assembled Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling. Even Raheem Sterling as a player scored 120 goals under Pep Guardiola. Now, in defense of Jack Grealish, in San Rihanna or the Kwaku should be. If it had been Sterling, can come over Nebekoso. Instead, there have been several examples to show, say, Ebia, say, Uyobi. Now, I drink Bebria. You can connect the dots to say, SCC Bebre, and would see minimum. Eto yen ya no na sebi omo ye ko no a enyo omo sa but me feel say enye media for ni nyina there are few individuals who ho a omo na yes but ken eno so nkyere say because the more we dwell on it one when ye ba it is omo nyina net sa
there nipa
but few individuals na was say pressure no call mo so no mo njai sa de no mo ye in the case hwe na no England e bobo Eberechi Eze, as a beautiful goal, or be a boy Eberechi Eze abaso. Now one century Ekojina Eberechi Eze him say, Eberechi Eze go now we share no budget, Ubo feel food na baswana.
For so I assist him.
Where I assist, boy, yeah, put an in champion, no more praises and pass, no, Eja Eberechi. I mean, how will you do that?
I have few journalists in there, sir. Biggie.
Ken,
I know I do the other just in the room, sir.
Finally, Barcelona, after more than 2 years, I go back to the Spotify company. Na me sure say there is any way Barcelona will go back to the company. I could see a kind with certain key players a better more enjoying and better than some Benya Joangasia and Rafinha de Akatimina. Though Pedri ni ho, no credit. But reports are about say. Tuesday and Wednesday, Rafinha and Wangasia are full-scale training with the entire team until there's some sort of positivity and so on. Ken, say ball at your favorite venue for more than 2 years. Now Barca, at least you would want it to be a memorable opportunity. Say supporters never kai. Say you know credit. Time I hear company now if you on them for more than 2 years, you go back no. Your first game I go boy or honum. Yene be obao. Ye share omo ema ni je bae. It will be person will be just supporters in that kind of memory. Now linger in their minds forever. One guy say about contribution directly. 3 goals and then 2 assists. Until clearly. And found say in his absence. Marcus Rashford the ball. Yes, or Boa that flank. But Rashford performance was Barcelona, especially off the ball. Ultimate fan to Rafinha at the end looking at the numbers from our last season and the Odiama this season and Sana Opera. It's these 2 players. Ebe available Diama Barcelona Bobo Kono. Omo the enough strength and quality. Ebe kati mine hwa. Omo ko Spotify come for the first time after 2 years. Now players will be see a kind. Diama Barcelona Bobo Kono for the first time after 2 months. No, me jidi say supporters ni benya something good to take home. No one has smiles on their face when these players are returning. Okay, moving on. There is one player our Bundesliga anymore. Origin Dimpa Angelo Stella. Player and performance was so open one of the best players in the Bundesliga this season. Ultimately, Mona Unim Femfrim, a free last season ever. He's a defensive midfielder, a third about the central midfield role. Now Manchester United a defensive midfielders. And our branch didn't come. Say United nyano ope. Yakte Real Madrid and Susunya branch na ope. And ansem choni bi na kwakwa kodi nkomo okukwam and a pair report say batche say akwara ne say obepe a move to Real Madrid than so obe join Manchester United bobo ko no me jetum say we as obi on a preference but so your footballer especially players to say Stella wasi so na unya din bebre e mo bra bebre wo football mu a o move bia obe make bia no should be a mover and the progression be about football career mu. Menkasa Real Madrid is the right destination or the right choice. Name you look at the kind of competition I go face with Real Madrid. Who a player only established our world football. Going into a club like Real Madrid, the defensive midfield role, a wine able, Tchouaméni. This time around, one of the most improved players of Real Madrid, Bobo Konimini, Tchouaméni. It's competing. There is no guarantee so bet me a fast sports and what the position need the Debbie. 24 years. Tchouaméni was 25. Onya kokra no aka se chenechi oba be retire na one opportunity abebo. A central midfield rule. Other players you are going to compete with, Federico Valverde, Kamavinga nom, any other players a better than the amount. It's joining the Real Madrid club. Me feel say it wouldn't be a choice of a player no. Say ka trophies any adian kwadia, that is the right destination. But play any progression, he should be looking at Manchester United rather. Man United defensive midfielder Casemiro. The Casemiro we are talking about, 33 years. And this is Oba. Na Casemiro bo. Na unya kwanya mumpa. Oya rest assured say abros why season. Casemiro be kwa mo for position no. Central midfield row. Why na only be compete Bruno also 31. There is no guarantee so also a lot of years for Manchester United. Kobe Menu, Manuel Ugarte, these are not players on Bema competition. That was our position no. It's up baby obenya biabo. Now the progression akoye as a footballer there. On to say Manchester United. And one on the bebuano for the right progression. But the crew are all pedia. And the Madrid and Ney ebe ofan in crew than Manchester United.
United budget trophy da ben. O sha o check it out.
Ken Yenye season we answer.
Next 4 years.
Yenye season we answer.
Okay.
Ye we are near.